The death of one woman's son has led her on a mission to save others. Wednesday, community members in partnership with the Maryland Department of Juvenile Services will gather to discuss the heroin epidemic and how we can save our communities. Toni Torsch and her son Austin are joining us this morning. Good morning to the both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, let's talk about the son that you lost. Give me a little bit about his background.
Dan's just a shining star. Funny, smart, good looking, like a surfer type, right, you'd find on the beach. But he suffered with a disease of addiction. And at 24, he succumbed to that disease. He died of a heroin overdose on December 3rd, 2010.
And so now you're trying to get the word out, you and your family, about how to prevent other families from going through what you guys went through. So what's this forum about that you have coming up?
The Community Forum is really informational. The more information, the more education you can get out to the community. It's a great tool, education. And they'll hear from our state's attorney in Baltimore County, Scott Schellenberger, Judge Kathleen Cox, Chief Johnson of the Baltimore County Police, Dr. Branch from the Health Department, Tim Weber, an author, also in recovery. And they're going to hear a lot of good information. They'll have information about the Good Samaritan law and naloxone training.
Okay. Austin, talk to me about what you learned through this process, because you're still involved with trying to create awareness about it, raise money for it. What did you learn out of going through this?
Basically everything that goes along with dealing with someone who is going through active addiction, different processes, different treatments, different, all kinds of certain things.
Okay, and you have something that's coming up to try and raise some money for this cause.
Yeah, actually, April 1st and 2nd, we'll be throwing the first annual Mosh Against Addiction Festival. It's to bring awareness from the younger community, pretty much out of the East Coast scene. So we'll be doing, pop punk, hardcore, and it's all just to raise money for the DCT Foundation.
Which is?
Daniel Carl Torsch Foundation, and it was, we started that. Our mission is to help those low-income adults into inpatient treatment. We also fund our overdose response program, which includes naloxone and naloxone training.
We were talking before in the commercial before we got started. There seems to be a lot of attention and focus on the heroin epidemic these days. Is that good news, or are we doing a good job getting the word out? Oh,
sure. The media is doing really good and keep the conversation going. There's always room for improvement, or I should say just room for more talk.
Yeah, and that's why you're doing what you're doing.
There's a lot of parents, especially parents, that don't have a clue. They don't know about different things that they may be finding in their home, and we'll talk about that on Wednesday night.
All right.
Things that they could be missing, clues of someone that one of their loved ones could be.
Okay, and you never think it could happen to you, but that's what everybody thinks. So important to get out there. We're going to link the information about the forum to our website. Go to foxbaltimore.com/newslinks. Well, coming up, we're looking back on the life